My name is Mika Saarelainen. I'm the Vice President of the Finnish Figure Skating Association, but also I'm sitting in the technical committee, ISU technical committee of Synchronised Skating. I'm a member of the committee. And a judge for 32 years. That should have been said. But I'm the only person in the world who is the highest ranked judge in all disciplines of figure skating.
And your career has been quite varied. How did you get into judging figure skating?
I used to skate, but I've always said I'm a much better judge than I was a skater. I started judging at the age of 16, and then I switched to dancing, and I was a ballet dancer by profession. So it's been all my life I've been moving, either on ice or off ice, later off ice, and then I graduated from the Theatre Academy of Finland. My major is Master of Theatre and Drama, music and theatre, and so it's my profession has always been a performing art in one way, one way or another, and that's been a good base for figure skating judges as well. That's why I've been teaching judging around the world for over a decade now.
Where has your job taken you during your time as a judge?
Everywhere. Well, not everywhere. Not in Africa, not in South America, but around the world. And I've met fantastic people of all ages and all backgrounds and all cultural heritages and everything. So it's been wonderful being able to travel around the world and be in the wonderful family of figure skating, because it's a global language in a way.
This might be a bit tricky, but could you explain how synchronized skating is judged?
Well, it is a bit tricky. First of all, it differs, of course, because we have 16 skaters on ice at the same time, so it's a little challenging. I only have 2 eyes, and there are 16 pairs of feet, for instance. But the basics in judging are the same in all disciplines. It's the skating skills, it's the edge, and the skating ability. That's where it comes from. And then the artistic side is another story: how to interpret music, how to create movements which match the music chosen, and how well they perform today. And that's basically I've always said in my seminars that we judges are part of the audience, and please perform to everybody, not only to judges. And the only difference is that the audience doesn't decide who wins, we do, and according to the rules, of course.
Skating is obviously far better known here in Finland than in countries such as the UK. Why do you think that is?
Well, you mean synchronized skating? That's a little different, because ice dance, for instance, has a long tradition in UK. Olympic champions, world champions, European champions. But in synchronized skating, it's a little bit the other way around. In Finland, we have over 150 teams at the moment, and we only have like 5.5 million people in the whole country. But thanks to ice hockey, we have arenas, we have indoor arenas all year around, and we have winter for 10 months. So there is plenty of ice to practice on. I hope the word is spreading that synchronized skating is a good team sport. There are a lot of, especially girls, but also boys, who are interested in skating but not alone, and that's a perfect opportunity to skate in a team, no matter what your age is and what your background is.
Many children will skate from a young age here. It's quite a tough commitment. Do you think it's too hard for some?
You mean synchronized, or?
Yeah, synchronized skating specifically.
It's too hard? Well, it is hard when you're aiming to be a world champion, as we have 3 world champion teams, different world champion teams in Finland. But you can basically skate on any level, and skating should be like swimming. You should learn to swim at the young age. The same story with skating or skiing or moving yourself around, but those are the kind of basic skills you should learn as a child. And I would recommend anybody or to everybody to go and start skating, because it's a lot of fun, it's good exercise, and you don't have to be a world champion. Not everybody can be, but you can still have fun in a team, especially in synchronized skating.
Synchro has yet to be inducted into the Olympics. Do you think it's time that it was?
It is time now. It actually was, according to the technical committee. We worked very hard in conjunction with the ISU Council to get synchronized in the Pyeongchang 2018 Olympics. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. But we start the new application round, which takes a lot of time and a lot of energy and a lot of effort. But we're ready. I think the sport is ready. And we have enough strong teams around the world. We still need to spread the sport, especially in the Asia or the Oceania area. But I think we're ready. And now the Winter Olympics 2022 have been granted to Beijing, and they are organizing a new international event in Shanghai in near future. So they are interested in. So we really are hoping and believing that at least 2022 we're in.
Many people in the UK, they don't even know that the sport exists, that it's quite a common misconception that it's not as intensive sport compared to better known sports such as football or rugby. Why do you think it may not be seen as a proper sport?
Well, synchronized skating is a very young sport, and it started as how should I put it, a backup singers, backup dancers in a line kicking high kicks, and that's it. And the reputation, unfortunately, is still there that synchronized skaters cannot skate. That's not true anymore. They practice very hard, and it's a very different sport from football or rugby, where you have the power of different power. This is a delicate refinement sport where you need to polish your details very, very strongly, and that's one thing. And the other thing, unfortunately, is that it's a female sport, major female sport, and it still is in the press, in television, radio, everywhere, that we have a sport and then we have women's sport, and that annoys me as a man and as a synchronized skating person, that it cannot be seen. That's our challenge in the technical committee, for instance, to get more visibility, more television coverage around the world, that we bring the sport visible. It exists. Look what these guys or girls can do, and then judge. Don't judge beforehand. That's our biggest challenge.
There's usually a fair amount said about sports like football being male-dominated and female teams get less media attention. Synchronized skating, however, is often seen as a female-led sport. Do you think the fact that it's female-centric is the reason behind people not thinking it's as hard work as it is, but you kind of just covered that?
Unfortunately, being a member, my profession is I work as a radio producer, senior producer in the radio and media in the national television and radio in Finland. And it bugs me too, sorry to use that word, but it annoys me a lot that we still think that the women's sport is less valuable than men's sport. Unfortunately, because these people work very hard. And they pay a lot of money too. So I hope the visibility would be greater. But I'm sure we're going there, we're getting there.
Okay, that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Bye.